Ivn, of course, rank 1 has been for a while, and Bubbo rank 4. Like, these are basically just some of the best players.
He's ranked 4 in the tournament, but actually in ladder he is rank 6 currently.
Is that unrelenting?
Yes, it is. And also we've got Ivn. Is it Ivn? No, it's Bubbo on the balance and finesse. Now, unrelenting actually, unironically, a good perk on Bubba, because you don't necessarily need the vault speed that you get from Dark Arrogance and Bamboozle. You just need the window block from Bamboozle. So having the ability to have a quicker start, like we see here with this quicker swing, he's able to gain a lot more distance on Bubbo, which means that he can get rid of Shaq much quicker.
Wow.
So already starting off. And we're going to the 50-50. Okay, never mind. He has a jungle gym right behind it, so this is perfectly fine.
Yeah, that sounds spectacular, RNG. You have the 4-lane pallet to connect you right into the jungle gym pallet as well. Obviously, that's going to be gone now. You've broken the ankles of poor Ivn. My guy did not deserve that. So you're going to continue to run it around here. Again, you're just kind of moseying your way on over from pallet to pallet, having a pretty good time during all of it. Wait. Oh no, you don't get caught out. You forced the tantrum from Ivn. No.
Oh no, the Ivn Booba. Oh no. Ivn Booba with chainsaw, worse than tree. He gets the BL off the hill there. I'll be honest, I completely forgot he had BL there, so I thought he was dead for a second, but seems he gets this pallet drop out. And does he have an eye loop here? I don't think he does.
I'm surprised that...
Yeah, Bubbo's dead here. Very well played from Ivn. Ivn zones him with the pallet, and yeah, it was primer bulb. So I think he was able to get his 3rd charge in time for that, actually. So
wow,
very
114 on the clock.
Very well played from Bubbo, but Ivn also played that extremely well. Bubbo got lucky with that hill. He won the Jiggy on the jungle gym because unfortunately he didn't have a pallet behind there. So had Ivn just held W, it would have killed Bubbo at like, I think it was like 30-40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then but had Bubbo made main with the balanced landing, that could have been like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, when main building on this map is such a time waste, especially with balance landing. But now we get to see the Bubbo Booba versus Ivn Surf, and now this has been what I've been waiting for all day. Ever since I got the leak that this set was coming up, I've been excited for it.
The leak, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
DBDL, you see, what people don't know and what we try to get silence for is that we're actually kind of, you think that like we just like run like a comp DVD scene, but no, we've actually got agents like in every world government. We run the UN, the EU's on our side. You know, Trump getting in office, that was us. We made that happen. We just kind of do that on occasion because we can.
Yeah, because, you know, obviously DBD is like the biggest game in the world. We have the most influence.
Is it the biggest game? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's the biggest game in the world, so we have the most influence.
Are you questioning me? Anyway, so we're starting off with the trace here. I think Bubbo did go with the basement mind game there. It sounded like he did. Ivn greeting Shaq, going to use his... Bubbo did not use his chainsaw there, which means that actually Bubbo's actually able to catch up quicker. But Ivn, all he has is this filler to work with. Doesn't even run it, just runs to main building. He's got a... Oh, this is a very good setup.
Oh.
He's got this main pallet, jungle gem, filler, and a god rock as well. So this is already looking very good for Ivn here.
Very strong setup. We are at the 30-second mark as well. Ivn is going to make it over to this rock here. To force a break, you actually seem like you get zoned out from the window, but you end up getting hit at the Shaq pallet anyway. I feel like the lesser of two evils, if you've got to give one of those up, you'd prefer it not... I mean, you'd prefer it to not be Shaq pallet, but you seem to be fine regardless. You're going to keep on running. A minute hit on the clock now means that Ivn is very, very close to cinching that victory in this first round. Just need a little bit more here, 5 seconds or so, and yeah, with this filler right here, not in doubt at all that Ivn is going to be just fine.
Yeah, Ivn actually taking the M1 there was actually perfect for him because obviously he didn't like taking him one at about 50 seconds into a minute 15 win condition. Well, sub minute 15 win condition was also very good for him. So he's able to pull the win out of the bag there. I was kind of hoping that the Bubbo Booba would take the win, but now we're going into the next set, and Ivn possibly take a 2-0. So very well played from Ivn.
Yeah, he is your lover after all. I think
Yes, exactly.
it's that lover's spirit that gets you through when there's someone
Yeah,
cheering you on. It was never really going to be a fair fight at the end of the day with you covering this match and cheering your love on the entire time.
of course not. See, people may think, oh, it's just kind of random who casts. No, it's not. We knew that I'd be casting the Ivn one, and if we didn't have me casting, Ivn said that he's going to drop out. So we kind of had to have me casting this, and it gives him power. So Ivn might actually be able to win this entire tournament if I'm able to cast his finale, which I don't believe I will be.
No, you will not. We're kicking you out because you're cooking too much, and
I
Ivn will
see.
just win the whole thing.
I see. We're rigging the system. So with kicking me out, Ivn can't win, which means that Pedro probably will.
Yes, we are big DBDL. Okay, it's like big pharma or big tech, but we're just big DBDLeague, and we're in the shadows running everything. So don't even worry about it, guys. Doctor, as you've said, not necessarily a fan favorite, but it is. I do find Doctor quite interesting. Especially because the power by itself is pretty underwhelming, but of course you get to use those detonation light add-ons to essentially make that shock instant, block the window, block the vault, anything like that. I mean, light's going to be used essentially instantly there, along with finesse. There's that kind of limit that you have on Doctor of, how many times am I going to shock this loop? Like, eventually I'll catch a survivor, but you lose speed and also stop yourself getting bloodlust every single time you do that. I'm actually not quite landing the shock at the pallet here. And are you able to get yourself back round over to the pallet for one more run, possibly? No, you get yourself to the window. You're able to vault it just before the shot comes through. Feels like you're going to be eating a hit sooner rather than later. But that's at the 50-second mark. So not bad work from Ivn right now. But definitely could have been slightly better.
Yeah, Ivn got that vacuum on the window, which thankfully is something that you can do versus Doctor. Now, he can't really play Shaq here because Bubbo's a very good Doctor player, and he does also have Bamboozle. So even if he wins a shock on the pallet, then the window can be easily blocked. So he jiggies away from Shaq to go to this filler, which very well played from Ivn, because now he has to shock for the Shaq pallet and this other filler. He can run around this truck and he can make anything no matter what Bubbo does. It's purely about zoning him to a good position for Bubbo.
Yeah, and Ivn actually playing really well here. Shaq pallet still isn't dropped. Yes, you get shot there, so you're not able to do it, but it's as you've said, you connect pretty well into another filler over here, which is then going to get you over to this kind of maze tile. You're not allowed to vault the window. Do you quite get to the pallet in time? You're able to drop it, even through the shock as well. We're now approaching the 2-minute mark. Forcing a break is going to be a big deal, because I'm going to have to go over to a different filler instead. And you've had so many connected tiles, it's been a really big struggle for Bubbo to deal with these.
This is what Doctor is all about at the highest level, because even these tiles seem extremely isolated. Having that truck there, though, Ivn was able to use that to connect 2 fillers and Shaq together that you never think that you could connect. And unfortunately, Bubbo mistimed his shock just ever so slightly, so Ivn was able to get that pallet drop. And now he's able to waste so much time on this because Bubbo just has to keep shocking over and over again. And he's finally going to go down here. But already, this is an incredibly good win condition for Ivn. Is it 241? Yes, 242 actually.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is a very good chase for
I think even by I don't play 1v1 ladder that much, but even I can tell that by Doctor standards, that's a really good time to get for the survivor. So it's going to be a real tough battle, and again, for a player like Bubbo to be leaving us in the round of 16, it doesn't feel right, you know. It just doesn't feel right. But that is how a tournament goes. There can only be one winner.
Yeah, thank you. You guys just talked about how wonderful this scene is, and we have an example for how wonderful it is right here. That's why the housekeeping is coming in. As you noticed, we got a behavior issue. That's why we couldn't watch the trial between Bubbo and Ivn, basically trial 4, the deciding one. They did play it though, because obviously when they are starting the 1v1, they cannot see our pings. So they played it and Bubbo lost. So it's 2-0 for Ivn. But according to the rule set that we have, the trial usually doesn't count when there's no referee. So it should be a replay. However, Bubbo said, well, I lost. Ivn deserves the win. So I'm coming back. I'm playing trial number 4 for the audience, for the content. So you guys have one more chase between Bubbo and Ivn. But even if Bubbo wins now, he is going to give the 2-0 to Ivn because he feels like that is what's fair and that is what Ivn deserves. And that a behavior bug should not lead to a free second chance, basically. So Bubbo is running now. So we have a 4th trial. Bubbo is coming back for the content. But if he wins, it is still Ivn because he deserves it. And now I'm giving it back to our casters. But that's so great from him.
Yeah,
Well
a
then.
good big W from coming out from Bubbo. Like, you know, obviously it wasn't Yvonne's fault that that bug came out and was giving Bubbo pretty much a free chance. But yeah, it's very kind from Bubbo.
I'm looking out my window right now. There's just a huge W in the sky, and I think Bubbo's the one flying it right there. That's crazy work. It is nice to see how this is going. The first injury did come out at a pretty decent time. I believe it was about 40 seconds or so when that first hit came out. We're now approaching the minute mark here. I'm really interested. Obviously, it feels pretty standard how you play Doctor on any kind of filler tile. You just kind of shock the palette over and over again. On these more complicated tiles, I'm interested to see kind of how these players approach it.
Yeah, typically you want to try to, like on this jungle gym, for example, Bubbo gets hit here anyway, but so very well played from Ivn. A relatively short chase, but Doctor, you typically are not looking at super long chases because obviously he's able to shut down most tiles.